What is up, everybody? Today we're looking at a crab. There it is. Open, don't bite you. It's the JJRC baby crab. Now, this is one of those ones with the G sensor control. And to be honest, when I bought this a year ago or whatever it was, I had no idea it had that. Because if I knew it had that, I wouldn't have bought it. Because, I don't like this stuff. But, I have it, so now I got to look at it. So let's take a look at it. I'm just going to dump the stuff out of the box. I mean, the thing's been sitting in the closet for like a year. Right there it is. It's a crab. Here's the Quadcopter. The battery goes in here, by the way. See that? There's the Quadcopter itself. There's a power switch right there. Here's the manual. Baby crab. Where they come up with this. And here's the buttons on here. Oh, I just wanted to show you. That's why I left the back off. It has 2 AAA batteries. And then there's the buttons right there, the configuration for you. The number 4 button here is the calibration. The 3 is the headless mode. The 2 is the joystick. And the 7 is the power switch, which is right here on the side. Yeah, there's not a lot to it. Just stay away from that headless mode. That's what I'm worried about. Headless mode. Actually, it might work good for something like this. Here's the battery, and actually the battery is actually a decent size for this. It's a 330. See that? 3.7 volt. Here's your spare props, and then there's your little cap for the charger, the USB cap. Here's the charger. It's one of those red light on, red light off deals. I think the hardest part about this, from what I remember from getting it out, was putting the battery in. That was the hardest part of this whole deal. Okay, and you know what? I was correct. That is the hardest part. The hardest part is wedging that battery in there, but you'll get it eventually. You just got to be a little persistent. But there it is, the crab. So why don't we put the crab here on the table and then fly the crab. Because like I said, there wasn't really a lot to this. It's the crab, the battery, and the controller. And really, basically, that's it. So let me move the camera over here and we'll fly the crab in here in the kitchen. I don't know about outside with this thing, but we'll see. I think when I took this thing out of the box about a year ago, I think it was a real pain to get this cover off of the battery. I think that's why I left it off all that time, actually. The crab has started. Let's do that calibration. Here's the rates here on this little. It's got 3 speeds, believe it or not. You press in on that to start it. And you got to take off within a couple of seconds. Now, you know how those things go, right? Until you can get your bearings, you're going to be a little bit out of whack here. So we're going to run the calibration again. So we'll start it up again. Okay, so I got it hovering, believe it or not. I pulled the rate down a little bit. I think the 3rd rate in here is a little bit too much. Actually, it's pretty quiet. But this G sensor thing is not my, it's not my cup of tea, okay? I mean, it's basically hard to steer it and turn your wrists and do all this crap at the same time. So it's not going to be, you know, okay. Here's the thing about something like this, okay? It's more work than it is fun. It's just not fun. You know, that's the whole problem. Keeping this thing in the air and all that, it's work. Okay, I landed it. That's enough of that thing. Like I said, it's more work than fun. Yeah, it flies okay. But, you know, you're always on edge, you know, trying to, oh, am I turning this way, going that way, this way, that way? You know, it's, I guess it's a novelty, but it's not my cup of tea. You know, it's just not. You know what, I'll wind up just throwing it in the box with the next time I give some drones away, I'll just toss that in there with it. I'm not going to destroy it or none. Somebody will get some use out of it. All right, guys, have a nice day. I'll talk to you later.